Hello everyone, my name is Harrison, and this is my YouTube channel, Buildino3. On this channel, I just want to show some of my favorite games, those primarily being grand strategy like Hearts of Iron or Civ, nice old simulation games like Manor Lords and RimWorld, and automation slash base building games like Satisfactory and what I'm playing today, which would be Factorio. So this has been one of my favorite games for the past few years. Just come back to and start a new save anytime I'm kind of wanting something familiar but a little new, just because how many mods are constantly added to it. And yeah, I bought this game when I was in college studying supply chain actually, which is now what I do full time for work. But the fun thing to me about this game is just how practical it is, like the systems of how everything works. Like, sure, you're on an alien planet, all that other fun little stuff, kind of semi-futuristic technology, but the actual like systems, how it all works together, decently realistic, which I always found pretty cool. So I realized that quite a few times when I was studying the general field of supply chain in college, like manufacturing, warehouse organizations, those classes, a lot of times some of the more basic core concepts we go over, I actually kind of already figured out the error in this game, like conveyor belt placement, buffer zones for manufacturing, timing, all that. Pretty cool. But enough just fun little facts on to Factorio. We're doing more of a basic vanilla run here. I got some mods, few graphical, but I'm kind of, I don't know, I've been on a tower defense kick lately, and I don't want to do like a heavy modded run because big expansions coming October. But some craving tower defense, figured I'd do some mods that give more turrets and also make dividers. For those of you who don't know, alien planet and all that, and the more manufacturing polluting you do, you have these little divider bases that are on the map that will start sending waves of enemies at you. Usually it's more of like a back burner thing to deal with, but it's all the rampant mod here. Rampant weapons increase their spawn rate as well, dividers cities. So yeah, I'm just gonna go so you can see how long I can last on my own before I just rage quit out of this. So yeah, I'll be naming this series Revenge of the Dividers, so let's just go ahead and keep going and see how long I can make it. See, like quite literally the first thing we have to do in this game is just kind of same as any old basic survival dealio. Wood isn't as important to start, but it's like getting a good bit of it, so that way, in time, we have enough wood for chests for a while, so we can deal with it all. And usually I like to start with getting a, they give you one. That's a lot, so let's play more vanilla one. So it's burner miner drill, so it's all powered by coal, which unsurprisingly is the worst pollutant you can have. So I'll probably have fighters up my ass almost immediately, which is going to be fantastic. So for those of you who don't know, and you're still here watching, but you have no idea what this game is, essentially the premise of it is to crash land on an alien planet. And your goal is you have all this tech over here. Well, technically you can do most of it by hand. Your goal is to try to automate, as I mean, it would take forever if you did it all by hand. I'll show you why when I have to craft some things later. But you want to essentially, your goal is to get to, where are you? Rocket silo down there. So to do that, you start with just a more basic science, which is just red, really easy to make. And then like you start researching automation, but then you have to go into logistics science packs, which then eventually lead into military science, and then wherever the purple one is down there. production science, and it just keeps essentially requirements start getting more and more and more and more complicated. Which, so yeah, for automation science, it's just copper plate and iron gear. We can have that no problem in just a few minutes. That won't be an issue. It's when you start getting later on, you get some of the more crazy shit, and it's literally like each recipe requires like 6-7 components to go into it all into one factory. And it's a really dorky game, but man, when you're hooked on it, you're hooked. And yeah, if this is something you'll enjoy watching, just let me know. Like I said, I love so many of these kind of more sit down. There's something on in the background, play sort of games. Satisfactory is getting a big old, I think their 1.0 release is next week. So that will be another one I definitely want to do a let's play on. I am nowhere near as good as Satisfactory. I kind of usually rage out of it a bit quicker just because I get a little sick of them. Factorio is better just because it's easier from top down. Satisfactory is really fun in the sense of like walking among everything you've done. But when you start getting into the bigger stuff, it takes forever to me. And like, I know I'm gonna start a new save. I know I'm gonna enjoy it. I also know I'm gonna just not rage out of it, but just get exhausted of the time you have to put in to do it. That's kind of the only issue I find in the game, but like, man, when you have everything set up how you want it to, really, really, really easy. It's just getting to that point makes. So yeah, so we're smelting. Need some iron ore set up so we can get I want to get a drill on essentially every single one of these 4 basic resources here. And that's going to be an issue, but thankfully we kind of have like a defensible little wall we can do right here, which will be nice with the start of the game. Usually you don't have to pay that much attention to the walls surrounding your factory, but with how I've set this up, I think we're going to take it, because if we don't, we'll probably come through Reddit pretty quickly. Okay, let's get one set up here on the stone, just because I'm getting sick of mining that by hand. Let's get the other one. First, let's get the hot bar. Get you set up here. And then we'll do copper, and kind of once we have all that set up, gonna start making a main belt up here. Really, the biggest issue is early on is trying to get off our reliance on coal. But I mean, we're gonna go to Steam next, but we're gonna be using coal burners to get that, which will also make the biters pissy. So you can't really win early game and not polluting. Like, so I mean, solar is all the way down there, and solar panels, which you need like an area the size of this whole screen of power base. It's not cheap to do, surprisingly. Nuclear is really the way to go, but that is a very good place for okay. No. Nah. That's what this. This is the most annoying thing to have to figure out. You're literally just running around, double goal in each one. Like technically I could use this. I don't really want to have like it's too crowded. Nice big flat open area over here. We have power generators right here. No, maybe even there. It's just a bit of a awkward space for it. Second one down here. Inserters and all that other fun stuff. Yeah, but wait until I have steam power set up, which means I'm making coal going down. See, this is how the game gets you. You just keep trying to think of what you have to do next, and it's just never ending sometimes. But like, there's so many little boxes you want to check. Factory must grow. Okay, now we have that. Oh man, okay. For some reason I thought they gave you a lab at the start. Alright, that will probably call it for the first episode. But let me know what y'all think of this series so far, and if you liked it, leave it a like and subscribe, and talk to y'all later.